Hello and welcome to this video series on the Gimp 2.4. Now in this segment of the videos we're going to be touching base a little bit on the user interface, or the main window if you will, or the toolbox. So let's go ahead and jump right on into this and open up our software here. And this version, by the way, is 2.4.4. Now on mine I have the Gimp tip of the day pop up, and if you didn't want this on yours, then all you have to do is just untick this box here and it won't show up anymore, but I like the extra information. So I'll close this guy out. Now one thing I want to point out, this box looking thing here that contains all the tools is called, you guessed it, the toolbox, or the main window. Now then, one thing I want to point out is that whenever you first install the Gimp on your PC, a lot of times this bottom box down here, or dock, is empty. And what I do, and as most folks do, is they put their what they call tool options down here, so that instead of having to double click on each one of these tools and pop and open the box up here, or what they call the dialogues for each tool that you want to check into, then you just dock them right here below, and it saves desktop space, and just a little more user friendly too. Now for some reason or another, the version of Camtasia that I'm working with now and this version of Gimp, I don't want to see eye to eye. So I cannot really show you how to do this because, well, it just doesn't work. But if you were to do this on your PC, you would see what I'm talking about. But what you would do is you go to File, and there's a lot of different ways you can do this, so this is just one. And you go down to Dialogues, and you go up here to Tool Options, and it'll open up a box up to the side here. And I'll show you what I'm talking about as far as, well, kind of a box. And this box, or dialog as they call it, would say tool options up here. What you do is you see how my mouse turns from a pointer to a hand. You would left click on your mouse, hold it down, and then drag this, just as you can see this is being dragged now, drag this over to this docking station, this empty box here. And then boom, you would have, get this guy out of the way, then you would have this as I do now. So that's just one way you can get this in here, and again, it just saves your desktop space without having to have these dialogues all over the place. Now one thing I wanted to point out as well is that you can have that dialogue here. You can have this one dialogue or dock with several different dialogues up here in the top. Now again, for some reason I don't think, let me just try, see what I mean. Oh, by the way, this is another way where you can add to your particular docking station here. You've got the little arrow here, go to Add Tab, and it shows all the different dialogue possibilities here. So let's see if I can add layers to this. Hey, there we go. Okay, so it does work. So we've got the channels dialogue, we've got the layers dialogue, and you can just keep adding if you'd like. Let me see another one. I like the undo history, because this way if I make a mistake, which I'm prone to do from time to time, then you just click on this guy and it takes you back a step. So if you make several mistakes, then you just go back until it goes to the part of your project that is no longer a mistake, and then you just start from scratch at that point on. And another thing too is that this little space right in here below these boxes and above this line, if you were to take one of these guys here, and I cannot do this, I'll just show you, but if you were to drag this guy down into here, then this little section down here would light up, and you would have another box below this one. So that way, again, it's just a matter of keeping your desktop somewhat uncluttered so you can work within, like for example, this is how I do it. I would just have my project, my header, or my ebook cover, or whatever, in between these two dialogues or docs, and do my work here. And whatever palette is up here that I'm currently working on is what these will be referring to. For example, let me go ahead and open up one here. Yeah, that looks good. And okay, as you can see, this one is working on this guy right here. And if I do another one, it is now working with this one. So whatever is in the forefront, whatever palette that I'm working on at the time, is what is going to be showing up here. So I click on this and you can see it's this guy here. Click on this, you can see it's this guy here. So you can have multiple projects going at the same time. Like for example, this is your header and this is your ebook cover or your footer. Well, it's definitely possible to do that. But I'm kind of getting off topic. I'll cover a little bit more of the functionality of the program in a later video. But for the time being, I just wanted to point out some of the functions of the dialogue, the palette, and the docs. So thanks a lot for watching this video and have a great day.